How's everybody doing this evening on this beautiful sunny day here in Houston, Texas? I want to welcome all of the guests as well as the partners on this call. This is one of those calls that's going to open your eyes, in my opinion, more than you've ever seen before. I'm super excited about being here, about being able to host the call, but even more so for the gentleman that's going to present the information today. It should not be a long call, but we're going to, what we're planning on doing is just empowering you to understand what's taking place right now in the world of iBoomerang. And so my name is LaTanya Johnson, guys. I'm a founding member of this incredible company, this 24-month-old baby company. I was here before the doors were open. And had the pleasure of being a part of this company. I see him, Mrs. Carter.
Okay.
And the gentleman you're going to hear from tonight, today, this gentleman is my sponsor, but he's also a founding member. He's also the global master ambassador. He's also the presidential diamond. He's also my friend. He's also my mentor, my coach, that person has been in my corner since I decided to be a part of this incredible industry. Mr. Benson, can you take care of the background for me, please, sir? And so let me do this while I'm thinking about it. Are you recording, Kendrick? Because it looks like it's already started.
Ms. Johnson, I have already kicked off the recording for you.
Thank you.
And I will definitely take care of the background noise. Thank you.
I want to thank my team, organization, because we are one big happy family who covers each other's back on all occasions, on everything that we do. And so I just want to thank you guys for being on this call today, guys. This is a very important call, in my opinion, because what we're doing is we're about to launch something that is incredible. Launch something, a part of something has already been launched. iBoomerang is already 24 months old, but we're about to add another vertical, and you're going to hear about verticals, that language, you're going to hear that jargon. You're going to hear about financial empowerment. You're going to hear about educational, financial education literacy, things that we really need to succeed in this world, things that we did not know about that we're finding out about right now. And that's what's so incredible. You know, you don't know what you don't know. And guys, when I found out what I didn't know, my eyes just, my mind just blew up. The possibilities of the future looked so much greater. My background is been corporate America for 37 years, design engineer, had a great career, loved it, but always had a plan B. And so happy that I did have a plan B because when they decided to lay me off, I decided that was enough. And because of that, I was able to take my plan B and actually get it to a point where I'm living and I'm sustaining and working outside of going to a 9-to-5, guys. So that's the joy. But even more so, being a part of this industry, it has been nothing but a gift, because I got the gift of personal development, the gift of empowering myself and be able to empower the people. And because of that, the future is so bright with what we're about to share with you guys tonight, guys. This is a business model that is going to, I believe, change your life. And I just want to, I'm not going to take too much more time. I want to bring the gentleman to the call that I have a great amount of respect for. Mr. Edwin Haynes is one of those people who has always been a people person. He's one of those people that loves to help people. He's one of those people that will be in your corner and fight for you. And he loves the field. He loves taking care of those who are out in the field doing the work. You know, but loves to have fun. Don't get me wrong. But you know, but he's a serious businessman. He's not just a GMA, but he's also has multiple businesses and multiple in multiple genres of business. And this gentleman is a millionaire times over. But he is one of those people that I can always count on. Takes my phone call and gets me on the right path every single time. So I appreciate his intellect. I appreciate his business acumen. I appreciate everything he brings to the table. And like I said, I have a tremendous amount of respect for him. So if he's ready to come on to the call, I'm going to turn the call over to Mr. Haynes. Mr. Haynes, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you very well. How are you?
I am excellent. It's so good to see you. And I appreciate you taking time out of your very, very busy schedule to just share some incredible information about where we're headed with this new vertical, where we've been, where we are. And, you know, I know you're going to have it. So I'm going to step out of the way of greatness and let you take over, sir.
Well, Tanya, I really appreciate all the great things you're saying about me, and hopefully I can continue to live a life that will add value to people, as I have been so blessed to have experienced over the years. We do have a pretty busy weekend. We're recording a lot of the stuff and getting ready for a big event coming up. I say big event, but we're gonna a hybrid of an event now relative to what we do, because you can't have so many people put together as it used to. But we're gonna get ready for to release this new product, and I better say products, because there's more to what we're doing right now that's really setting the foundation for the company that we put together a little over 2 years ago. And, you know, Tanya's right, Ms. Johnson, she know that, I mean, we've been knowing, I don't know, over a decade or more that we've been, you know, more like family. So our families are very close and know each other as well. And it's good to be in business with people you love and like and love. You know, I have some people that I love, but I don't like them. Some of y'all know what I mean, but we get a chance to be in business with some people, with a group of people that we love and like here with this. So without going too far here, too much, I want to get right into it because we do have people excited literally all over the world with what's going on now. I'm going to give you all, the ones that are here for the first time, of course, an introduction, a little bit, some highlights to our company. What we're adding right now is so new that it hadn't been put together in a full presentation. So I'm going to switch between presentations. So don't think we're unorganized. It's just, you know, a lot of moving parts are happening right now, especially with the different industries that we've tapped into. And people now are deeming us as the Amazon of business in a way, because we have multiple ways that people can earn money under one umbrella. Our ecosystem, it continues to grow, you know, has continued to grow over the past couple of years, but that's what we intended that to do. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if you can pin me so it can be all eyes on me here, if you don't mind. Yeah, so people see. Okay. And but anyway, while they're doing that, just want to make sure, because I'm going to share my screen, and make sure that I'm the host as well. I believe you may have already done so, because I will go in and okay, I will go in and share my screen. But anyway, we came up with a concept. I've been involved in business for some time now. Wasn't always that. I'm from the state of Mississippi, country boy. Ended up moving to Texas, looking for opportunity, and I was trying to find a way. Come from a family of entrepreneurs, but nobody had ever, you know, gotten wealthy or anything from what we were doing. But we were able to go out there and provide a good living, a good clean living for ourselves. And I was always the person, even in school, I tell people in school, I was impressed coming up when people, I saw attorneys or whatever would have briefcases. And I figured I would be an attorney or something of that nature. I knew it would be business, but my briefcases, instead of full of briefs or papers, I had candy going to school or sandwiches or whatever. So I always found a way to make a living, and ended up trying multiple ways to succeed, and failed at many things. I have more failures on my record probably than anyone out there. But the wins that came back were extremely big and overcame any of the failures. So I always tell people to fail forward. Never let anybody make you feel bad for trying multiple ways to succeed. And luckily, I kept trying, and I ended up finding the right people to work with after it was such a struggle. Coming up as an adult, young adult from the music industry, spent 13 years there, did pretty well in music by the standards of most, I guess I would say, but in music, you either hit or not, and I found myself not hitting. So I had to find a way to keep up what I call a good, decent lifestyle. And began to do all sorts of business. I tried real estate at the time, hotshot hauling, the medical case management business at the time. I mean, you name it. I bought every no money down system. I tell people that back in the day, and I said, it was really those inexpensive systems to try to tell you how to use no money, because I definitely didn't have a lot of money to what I thought to do real estate at that time. But I ended up stumbling into the industry of direct sales some years ago, over 20 years now, that this has been a part of my portfolio, something that I said I would never ever do, because I thought people literally were hustlers or scammers, or they did pyramids, and the ignorance that come along with that. I didn't know any better that you can make something solid of that industry. And fortunately, I found the right person to teach me how to do it at the right time. And I looked at the number of people that succeed in that industry as it compares to other industries like selling insurance or again, doing real estate. About the same amount of people succeed in direct sales as they do, whether it's selling vacuum cleaners or Mary Kay products in direct sales. The same amount of people typically succeed in that industry as it would be for a person who's selling insurance or real estate. You don't have a high degree of people that are successful. It's only the ones who develop themselves and submerge themselves in the industry, and they grow. And that's why I tell people also, you know, your personal, your income will never exceed your personal growth. And so a lot of people think it's the other way around. They think they're going to get rich and then they're going to grow. No, you most likely are going to grow as a person in whatever it is that you're doing. And then that will eventually catch you up to the financial status that you're looking for. Going through all those things, it put me in a foreclosure, bankruptcy, repossession situation. And I guess when it hits you in the pocket like that, someone can get your attention. And I had a person that told me, take a look at this industry. And I was not interested. They actually tricked me to go to a meeting. I thought I was going to a cookout at the time. And it ended up being a presentation that really changed my life. But the guy was, when I tell him no the first time, he said, why do you keep saying no to something you don't even know about? He said, condemnation without investigation is the height of stupidity. And once I put all those big words together and figure out the meaning, I really realized that if I don't really find out for myself what's going on, it would be stupid of me to down something, if you will, to simplify it, without getting the facts and having some education on what it is that I was looking at. Got started, and I can tell you the rest is history. You're right, I own multiple companies now, and things are happening big time for us, and I've been able to help people around the globe. What we did was, as I've been a part of this industry and built large teams before, and been if you will, for people to say fairly successful with what we've been able to do personally. And I think my success is not just the money, it's multiple things. It's the person that I became in the process, but the biggest part of my success is that I have a living resume of other people that now are successful just as I am, or became successful in for what it was that they deemed was success. To be able to have more time freedom, to be able to have more money, to be able to spend more time with family or kids or grandkids, or travel or do whatever they wanted to do. That's what I believe true lifestyle is all about. And if I can just sum everything up, what I'm going to talk about is we've been able to find a way to give people what I call true lifestyle. And the featured product I'm going to talk about is really going to give people the power back in their hands. This is why I push to have this as another service, as they call it, another vertical, another platform to be added to our company. But let me give you the big scope, just a few minutes, and then I will get down to the featured product that I want to share with you all today, and why did we do it, and why are we doing millions and millions of dollars of sales, even when most people say there's a economic unrest right now that's taking place, global unrest in many cases because of what has taken place, and something that none of us could have foreseen, which is this global pandemic. I'm so fortunate to say that our company not only survived the pandemic, we're nowhere near where we had projected that we would be, but I can tell you this, after the second year, from 2019 and compared to 2020, we are higher in percentage growth than we were in 2019 than we were in 2020. We did more volume, more business in a down time. Even though one of our products took a hit, we still, because of the different things we've been able to add to the system, we were still able to grow. So let me get right into what I'm talking about here, and that way you can take some notes on what we are doing as a company here today. So hopefully this will show up right. I believe you can see my screen, but the name of our company, this is the parent company to what we're doing. It's called iBoomerang. Don't want it to go and play, but it's called iBoomerang. And so iBoomerang is something that we formed, and it really is I guess we could say it's a verb, if you will. It's not just a name, it's a verb. It said iBoomerang, a boomerang in concept. The boomerang itself, it actually is known to go out and you send it, store it out, and it comes back to you. Our company was built on the premise of you go out and give something away. You give technology away. You give an opportunity away, and now it comes back to you in the form of a profit. And I'm going to show you how we've been giving what we call technology away. It almost reminds me of a Facebook situation. You know, Mark Zuckerberg was very clever in what he did. And if you own a Facebook page, you've been participating in creating wealth for someone else or some other shareholders. And I'm going to explain why. Because many times we only think as consumers. We have a consumer mind. Same thing I can say, I'm going to talk about Facebook, and I can also talk about Vegas for an example. See, when we go to Vegas, we typically go there for fun, and if you want to play the slots and eat good and all that stuff, and they have it festive for you, and many people go out there and they put their money, and they hear the bells and all the things are going on, and they're excited, and the people who are there, who came to fly in as guests and utilize the place for fun, they're excited about what's taking place in their participation in maybe playing the slot machines and the bells and all the things that's going on. But the people who are watching, the people who own it, they're excited about the people spending their money. They're earning money because of all of the people coming there who are being entertained. We spend more money on entertaining ourselves than educating ourselves. We spend more money on pleasures than becoming profitable. It's just the society of the majority of what takes place. And so I had to stop having the consumer mindset. Instead of being excited about the bells, figure out how I can own some of the machines, if you will. I don't own any casinos, but I'm talking about the concept as a whole. When I look at what took place with Facebook, they gave away a technology, gave us the freedom to be able to have our own free website, no charge whatsoever. And they actually said, listen, I'm going to connect you with friends, family, relatives, all your people that you want to be connected with, classmates, workers, whatever. All I need you to do is download your phone book into our database, and we will connect you. And many of us are sharing memories, good memories, bad memories, whatever we want to do, our whole life stories. Many people are doing it online because they're entertaining themselves. But Mark Zuckerberg had a whole nother idea. We gave him billions of people for free so that he can advertise them and monetize those eyeballs. And that's exactly what he did. Became one of the richest people in the world by entertaining people for a living, for free. In other words, he gave away a technology and he found a way to monetize the people that were put in the database. We had a similar concept in what we were doing with iBoomerang. And so we came up with concept, and I'm going to be upfront. I'm going to talk about some money here. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not going to get on here and make any guarantees, because our business, the business model is a guarantee that we are in business here because we're doing what we're supposed to. We have a compensation plan, but I don't know what a person may do in terms of taking the information and going to do some work, do the work in order to earn an income. And so the thing I can tell you is the amount of money that you earn in our company will be in direct proportion to what it is that you do according to the rules of the compensation plan and the program that we put together. And so I want to be upfront with that. You have no limits to what you can do in our company as long as you're playing by the company rules that we put aside here for you to earn income. So here's what we looked at. The world is changing now. We looked at it by 2027. 86 million people will work whenever and wherever they want. We were looking at this and saying this before the pandemic. What made it evident, and it has shaken people to their core, is that now the pandemic has shown that anything can happen to you and put you in a situation where your job can be affected, your business can be on the brink of shutting down, depends on what takes place. And so people are shifting from traditional business to becoming independent workers. And that's what's happening out there in our society today. It's just a part of what's going on. So you have more people that's working from home and doing things now for themselves. It's going back to the way, as I say, used to be, where people used to trade and barter and trade their time, trade their services for money and things of that nature. You have more people becoming, wedding planners or event planners or whatever it may be. They're doing what it takes to take care of themselves. And yesterday, this is what we call yesterday. People have gone from one job, one career, and working 9 to 5, what they consider the 40-40-40 plan, working 40 hours a week for 40 years, and only to retire on 40% of what you couldn't live on in the first place. See, that plan was what we used to. But some people are stuck there. But the companies have moved on, because if somebody come in younger than you, they are less expensive than you are, and they're willing to go do more work than you are. Guess what? In many cases, you out the door. They don't want to keep people there for a long time because companies don't want to be responsible for people anymore. They don't want to pay your insurance. They don't want to really contribute to any 401 plans or 401k plans or any of those things. They're trying to get rid of it because they want to be free as well. They're cutting down and trimming the fat, if some of them call it. So that's what we say. 84% of independent workers live a preferred lifestyle, and instead of being traditional workers or doing traditional jobs, they're going to be doing things as independent workers to create lifestyle. And that's what's beginning to happen nowadays. And so we have the same thing that I talked about from a customer perspective, okay? Customers, they're expecting something different now, okay? Customers have an expectation to have ongoing value, unique experiences, and they want it personalized to them. What's been happening a lot, even as us being customers, you notice that when you go online right now, many companies are being able to cater more to what it is that you're looking for. If you own an account like Amazon, or if you deal with Netflix or any one of those companies, guess what? They know exactly what you're used to watching. They know what you're used to ordering, so you get a personalized experience. And so that's the way things are going, but many of us don't know how to benefit from that. There's technology that helps companies with that, and our company is going in that same direction as well. So your expectations are changing. You want more time freedom, you want residual income. I would rather have residual income any day. I tell people I'm addicted to at least 2 things. One is personal development, because I know I had to grow in order for me to become even more successful. But the other one is residual income. I'm addicted to residual income. I love doing the work for something one time and being able to get paid on it for the rest of my life. Many people, I believe, would like that, and that's what we're able to give back. And also giving back is huge. And that's why we even have our foundation and feeding needy kids around the globe. We've done very well with that program that we have called our Boom Foundation. See, in the old world, this is what happened. It was only sell, 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 sell. There's nothing wrong with selling. We're going to do, sales will never go away. But the beautiful part is we have options in the way that we do things here. And so you don't have to have the 10 to 12 hour days working in one industry, and we're showing that you don't have to have one stream of income. And we're showing people now how, most people go to work and they work so long and they figured out that I own nothing, but I retire on very little. Let's put the power back into the hands, because technology has now been able to enable people to grow and do things a little bit different. You can have success without selling. There are things that you can do without going out feeling like you're a used car salesman chasing people. And we've been able to put some things together in our company that gives you the ability to participate in multiple worlds of exposing products and services. We've now reached over 192 different countries. How about now not only being able to make money from where you live, but you've been able to make money anywhere in the world right from your living room? Having technology to go to work for you 24 hours a day and get paid on customers that save in many cases for using our products, and empowering the customers that we have so you can have multiple streams of income. It just makes business sense. And that's what those were the things that we were looking to accomplish. And we have been able to do that so far. And so that's what we're saying. Yesterday's business has changed, and people are looking for a different way of earning income. And our system will allow you to do that in our company. The X factor to our company is my best friend and business partner, Mr. Holton Buzz. Been knowing him for many years. You know, he's been in this industry for and done very well. The one who I've learned from, who done it the right way. And we now have been working together for about 20 years. But we've been able to go and do billions of dollars of sales for other people for many years. And yes, we made income and helped people and all that stuff at that time. But we felt that there was a limit. And so we ended up, after saying we would never do it, deciding to start our own company. And that's where iBoomerang came along, because one of the things that we saw was a limit is because when you have a $50 billion dream and someone has a $5 million limit, that $50 billion dream and a $5 million limit of thinking, or $50 million, if you will, limit of thinking, can cause frustration for you and the person you're doing business with. And so there were things that we wanted to do that we couldn't do because we couldn't make the final decision. We always knew we wanted to help other distributors do more. We wanted to empower them more and do some things, but that wasn't the total direction that maybe the leadership at the time wanted to do. And so we decided to open up and start our own company. And I'm so glad we did. Launched this in March of 2019, and now things are on the road to accomplishing what we call the next $50 billion company over the next 10 years. And you'll see why we were able to do it, because we're not playing in small industries. And I'll talk a little bit about the industry as I highlight one of our industry. Our team created a concept to make the future of business easier to do. And that's what Mr. Bugs was all about. How did we do it? It's something called the PRIB, okay? The PRIB stands for Perpetual Residual Income Builder. Perpetual Residual Income Builder. And I want you to just take a note of that, because that is evolving, that is developing. If you will, Mark Zuckerberg did not turn on what I'm going to call, he didn't call it this, but I'm going to call it the PRIB in this concept to give you an idea. He didn't turn on his PRIB until 5 years later. Let me explain what I mean by that. He built up the business of Facebook by getting those contacts that we referred to earlier, allowed us to have fun for many years. And then once he was ready and had enough people in his style of the PRIB, was not called that, that's what we call ours, trademark. But he took that database and he monetized it because he was able to advertise to that customer base. But in the process of building it, he was the only one that can really make money. In our concept, we're now showing people how to fill our database, which are your customers for life, your customers for life, based on the products and services that we offer. And during the process of building up this database, you earn money for doing something that you were going to do anyway, but you're also going to make money on the back end once we go on and turn on our data analytics and the things that we're going to do to grow the PRIB out. That was the big concept of what we do. So if there's anything about what I'm talking about today, the house of what we're doing is the PRIB, but there are doorways that we use to grow the PRIB. Okay, I want you to get that. The house of our company, That's down the line. That's something that we call the X factor. It's something that can multiply your efforts without you having to do anything, because we already have companies trying to have access to the current database of over 1 million customers that we've put in the past 2 years. This is only going to get bigger. Some people are going to be fans and watch this on the side, but some people are going to be able to participate as players and get wealthy if they choose to participate with what I'm going to share with you all today. Multiple ways to do that and what I'm talking about. Here's what happens. The pre-op, it goes to work for you. So as we grow the pre-op, and I'm going to show you this, what happens now, the customers, the pre-op is going to be designed with the data analytics systems and all the things that we're going to grow down the line. It's going to follow up the people. It's going to help do upsells and things it's going to do for you and your people. It's going to help you if you choose to share the opportunity with other people by sending out welcome orientations and training and making sure people are plugged in to grow their business. Just like a franchise support, the pre-op is going to help you and your team with the support that you need to grow a real, profitable, long-lasting business if you choose to. So it helps you with your customers and helps you with the support of your personal business if you choose to build the business in and of itself. And so that's what the purpose of the pre-op. And here's the power of the pre-op. And I'm going to show you something here that we're adding. You see the thing in the corner that says add and more to come. We're at the point of more to come. Let me give you a snippet of what we started with. We started with our travel division. We had the ability to offer travel at the wholesale rate. Any travel, just like you would go to any other company online to book travel. But the only thing about ours was this. As you being a part of our company, you were able to give away free travel sites, just like, you know, a Facebook to give a free website away. The person used that site, have fun with it. Our situation was a little different. You had access to give away free travel sites. And we have enough room in the wholesale price and the retail price that based on you giving away the technology to a person for free, they utilize the travel site, book anywhere in the world, and every time they book a trip, the company paid you a bonus. You didn't have to become certified or anything because you gave that system away. They kept it. It was theirs. It's coded to them. It's theirs for life. Whenever they book a trip for business or pleasure, they're able to make some savings, and every time they save from booking a trip, we were going to pay you a commission for giving that site away. That makes sense. A lot of people say, well, travel is done. No, don't fool yourself. Economies are too big to fail, and travel and tourism is a major force to be reckoned with. It would never go away. You will have countries that would go out of business. Ships would go out, cruise lines would go out of business. Airlines would go out of business. We're not going, this industry is right now being pulled back like a slingshot. And as soon as we get this thing under control, I'm gonna tell you, you have so much pent up tension of people wanting to get out, the travel is gonna bounce back, and even from a stock standpoint. I'm not here to give advice or anything. I'm not saying go invest in it. That's totally up to you, but I do understand simple business principles, okay? I was talking about this as well. Let me give you something here. We're talking business. I'm talking to you like I would talk to my board of directors and give them the point of view, but I want you to just think about this. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I've been talking about this recently, but a friend of mine, a physician, he and his colleagues, they were talking, and they were just thinking about the last time a pandemic happened of this magnitude. And it was from 1919 to 1920 that they had the pandemic that happened at that time. And the markets tanked, and people were doing the same complaining, and people stopped traveling or whatever they were doing at that time. And it was just this unrest that was taking place. Same thing, the government can't control me, you can't stop me. Same conversations took place over 100 years ago. And I'll tell people this, I am going to bet on the human race every time. We won against every pandemic that has happened. No matter what has happened, we've found a way to contain it and move on with our lives, and this one is no different. Well, what happened after that? I want you to know the place and time that you're in, because I'm talking to someone here that understands business. What happens is this, if you look at it, history tends to repeat itself. And the gentleman, my good friend, he said, you know what, we came to the conclusion that happens, Mr. Haynes? I said, what? He said, you know what happened after they got that pandemic under control? I said, no, I don't quite, I won't remember, just with thinking off the, just off a little bit. He said, the roaring 20s, the roaring 20s. More wealth was created. Charles Schwab and the Rockefellers, and people were traveling like crazy, and the stock markets bounced back, and people began to earn money, and all the things that took place. And I looked at it 100 years later, we're at the beginning of what I'm going to call the next roaring 20s. You right now get a chance to have a conscious interrupt to know that you are in this space and time, and you can get a chance to benefit from it in some form or fashion. The beautiful part is we have a way for you to do that. That's what happened on Travel Division. We came up with something that's called Zents line, because our company is about lifestyle. And what I like about the Zents line, it's a personal diffuser technology that we have called Zents that actually gives you the type of mood that you want. Energized, lavender, essential oils, don't touch the skin whatsoever. And so if I know when I travel and I go get a massage, the first thing they do is pour the oils on their hand and relax me with it, and it's something big. And so that goes in tandem with what we have. Right now, when I wear a mask, I don't want to have just the stale smell in my nostrils, or if you will. And so I pop a Zents in. I have my own mood, because essential oils are big things that are happening today. But most people use essential oils, but it also, when you put it on your skin or you put it in the room, it may disturb the next person. So when I fly, and I have been doing a little bit of travel, I make sure that I have, of course, my mask, and I have my Zents line, and I'm in my own world now. And that just makes sense to have something that can control that. And we have a lot of physicians that are utilizing our products as well. And like I said, this is just different things that we do. You just pop one thing out. It doesn't bother you whatsoever. When I want some energy, I put it right here. You can't see it. And we have so many professionals that have their mask on and going through the day, and people wondering why are they so peaceful and feeling so good when something may not be going so well around that environment. And so we found a way for you to create your own mood, especially with things that's happening today. So that was part of our Zents line. The other thing that we have is we launched our own rideshare company. And we launched it right in the midst of the pandemic. It actually worked out in our favor, because we had no expectation of competing with the big boys, if you will, at the highest peak. And so what makes us different? This time, if you refer anyone as a customer, if you refer anyone as a driver, they become a driver, and every time they drive, you get paid a commission. Same thing, if they're right now wanting to book and utilize our Vibe rides, and they become a customer of yours, they're your customer for life, but anytime they take a trip on Vibe, guess what? You get a commission for the lifetime of that person. So imagine for recommending any one of the other rideshare companies, but yet every time they use the service, you got paid from it, and now you have residual income, but now all of these customers are feeding the crib. We launched that company right now so far in Texas, Texas, and Florida. We're getting ready to launch some other cities right now, cities and states right now, but you have access to that all under one umbrella. And the other product that we released as well is called Build Genius, a very clever, very simple system. So cool. We have people, you don't charge you one thing, whether you're for a personal person or an entity. We have something that's called Build Genius that would allow a person to participate or to upload their bills for free. We have a group of top-notch negotiators that will negotiate your bills down. And if you give that technology, that service away to someone, whenever they save money, you make money from that as well. And they split the difference of the cost of what they save between the Build Genius crew and you. So you get the savings of what takes place. And I tell you, I've been able to take my cable bill, my alarm bill, and our cell phone bill. I thought we had the best deal. Not only did they cut back on my cell phone bill, the cost of the family plan, but they also gave me some loyalty credits that I didn't even know existed. And so that service is something that we offer as a part of giving back a service but at the same time, you get paid from the savings that take place. So those 4 entities are what we have as a company as it is today. But what I'm going to talk about you here, and as we wind up the call here, is something that I'm super excited about. This is one that I fought to have brought to the company because I like to empower people. And I stayed away from this. I saw it happening big time as a service because many people wanted to be empowered financially in addition to being able to earn income. And I know travel makes sense. I know Zents makes sense. I know the rideshare space makes sense. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to add deliveries to that as well. So just anytime, so not only will you be able to get a person from A to B, but how about being able to a person utilizing the service that you recommended, and every time they delivered something through our rideshare, you made money from that as well. Think about what's happening with Uber Eats and the grocery store, Instacart, and all of those things. Those services are huge and is a way of the world today, and we're participating in it and allowing the average person to do the same thing. So when I saw the next service, I was quite excited about it. And I'm going to switch my screen here because we're launching the next part of our company very soon here. And let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It's called ELLEV8. Okay, it's called ELLEV8. And so with ELLEV8, it's very simple. We're going to show you how to elevate your lifestyle with by growing your knowledge base financially. This is what we call our it's a hold on, I'm gonna get this up and running for you. If it would work, I thought I would do it. Well, I guess not. Hold on, let me try one other thing here. Nope. All right, but I think you all get the gist of it. I'm gonna just see here if I can try it here. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I can't see you, but hopefully you can see this. Nope.
We can see it, sir.
We can.
You can see the ELLEV8?
Yes, sir.
Can you see ELLEV8 now?
Yes, sir. We can.
Oh, excellent. Okay, all right. Technology and me, sometimes we get along, sometimes we don't. Okay, so here we go. Uh-oh, now it's gone.
I don't see it.
Huh?
I don't see it, Mr. Haynes. That's B.
That's B? Okay. B, let's try this one more time. Let me see, share a new screen. Let's try this one. Let's see if that's gonna work. And you should be able to see it now. No?
I don't. Somebody else maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, you can see a partial.
can
We
screen.
see your screen.
Yes.
We
We
see your
see it.
screen with the 2 slides.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let me get it. No. And it's acting up for some reason, but anyway, let's go here. How about that?
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. This one's gonna be short. Hey, listen. Sometimes I tell people, technology will expose you. So, you all thought I was fancy when I got on. Tanya said all that good stuff. And they said, man, this guy don't know anything. If he can make millions of dollars, I can do it too. So you're right. I don't know it all about technology. I don't know a whole lot about the internet, but I know 2 things. How to check my email and check my bank account. I got those 2 right. So let me move on here. Let me show you how to add some money to your bank account with what we're doing in our company. So ELLEV8 is a new vertical that we came up with. And why did we do this? And this is why people are so excited. The reason why we did this, I'm gonna give you a little bit really quick for me of what I saw. Today's society is changing big time. Our educational platforms are outdated. That's just a fact that people have been talking about. Many people are being educated on things that's going to be obsolete in the very near future. Some people are now having degrees that's not worth what it's even printed on. You're getting higher degrees and getting paid less, and they're saying you're overqualified. There are all kinds of excuses that take place when it comes down to people and degrees. And so what's happening now, many companies are going to certifications. They're now showing, and when you look at Harvard and Yale and some of the major MITs and different companies, different organizations, they're setting up certifications programs because more companies are beginning to look at the certifications you have as opposed to the degrees that you have. As a matter of fact, many major companies out there like Microsoft and Amazon and all of them, they're setting up their own certification programs. And so people now are looking more for a skill than just talent. You want to have the talent, but they want to know what your skill sets are. And we now are looking at seeing what's taking place. And we saw that something that was happening in what we call the fintech space, the financial services, the technology and financial services space. It is growing by leaps and bounds. Many people want to be more empowered over their own money. That's why you have companies like Robinhood that's doing commercials to show retail traders how to earn money from this market, but it couldn't be at a better time. They don't give you all the education. Most people are guessing at best. And then they're also doing things on chats and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all kinds of things that people are talking about stocks, and stocks are being controlled by chat rooms now. They're chatting it up. They're chatting and building it up. That's what happened with GameStop. But so many people aren't educated, but they want to participate in it. And I knew that if we would offer something to keep empowering people, yes, they can earn money in our company with the products and services. But what if we brought on the right talented group of educators and a system to be able to show people how to benefit from the markets that they see happen around them every day? What if they were able to show them how to benefit from what we call the next roaring 20s that's about to happen right now today? Instead of you guessing and wondering, am I getting in or getting out at the right time, or what are the services that I can participate in? We put it under one umbrella here, and not only can you earn money from the other services, but you can empower yourself and take the money that you earn and multiply your money with a system. And that's exactly what we did with our vertical called ELLEV8. Okay, ELLEV8 is a new system here, and what is it all about? It's a legacy builder is what we call. We're going to show you how to take the information, and I have been going through this process for the past couple of months, and I am blown away. I thought I knew a little bit about some trading. I'm not a big trader or anything, but I've been putting some money here and there. Many of you all know that your bank money that's in the banks do this every day with your money. They only give you a small percentage, but they take the larger amount of what they're earning from our money. How about being able to learn how the banks trade your money and be able to apply the same technology, the same techniques? And so when I saw this system, and I knew there were many different things out there, so many confusing things and different ways that you can learn how to trade, I saw that these guys had two techniques that were impressive to me. And it resonated with me. And I'm gonna tell you why. I happen to train martial arts, and it's an martial art called Krav Maga, okay, self-defense system. And when I go and train, I know there are other techniques out there. Karate, there's jiu-jitsu, judo, you name it. There's different ones that are out there. When I go and train, I'm not confused thinking I'm going to learn judo or whatever when I go to my classes. I train the system that we have. What I saw about this opportunity to partner with the team and acquire this company and bring them in-house is that they were focused on teaching people how to train two systems, and they were two of the best systems out there. One was the Japanese trading system, and it's known to be one of the best trading systems in the industry. The other one is the banking technique. They trade how the institutions trade. And that's how our money is traded. And so we have a system now where you can participate in our opportunity of ELLEV8 as well. And you now can get the education through live interactive educational platform. We have people that are full-time educators as well. It shows you live trading events to show you exactly what they're doing live, real time. And I've been following along and even been able to take some of the trades as we've been testing the system. It's amazing what's going on that I've learned in this short period of time. And I feel so empowered. And I'm gonna tell you this, just not to get too much, but what I saw the difference in our system, most people, all individual investors, such as ourselves, are considered retail traders. We are retail, we're not institutions. They call us retailers for trading money or buying stock or Forex or cryptocurrency or whatever. All that stuff is strange. It feels good now to know what looked like Chinese arithmetic at one time. I kind of have an understanding, even in this short time, because of the education platform that we're going to do, that we're offering. And so now we have a proprietary trading community that helps you with asking questions amongst each other of how can I help you? What are you seeing? Is it actually working? Is real-time helping, real-time support for you being able to learn the art of multiplying your income by utilizing the trading technique. We also are bringing on our artificial intelligence that we have that's proprietary only to us. We have things that will actually be able to allow you to assist you in watching and knowing what you're doing, not only from getting the information yourself, but being able to give you the tools that you need to help you assist in the trading as well and see how things are going, the market direction and things of that nature. And so we're doing all kinds of things. There's different technology that we're adding, and it's all to elevate people in their awareness. And that's what I tell people. I may have been broke in the pocket many years, but I realize broke is in the pocket. As long as you're not broke here in the mind, you're okay. And so we're now opening up the mind and giving people a platform that they can participate in. And that's what we're launching in the ELLEV8 platform. When I looked at it, the biggest thing that we trade is the foreign exchange. Forex is what they call it. It's a $6 trillion a day industry. It's one of the most liquid industries that's out there. And you can make money 24 hours a day, 5 days a week in this industry. But most people don't trade but a few hours a week. How about being able to, on your part-time, if you choose to be part-time, not only be able to have your businesses working for you, but you can be able to take on the part-time, be able to use our proprietary system of community, learning platform, and artificial intelligence, and now help you participate in intelligently in a market that's about to go through the roof. And so that's what we have put together in our company. We're going to release this company, this part of our company, on April 3rd. But what happens as you begin to look at what we offer, you can actually participate by getting started in the company in various ways so you can benefit from the whole ecosystem. But when we launch this, you can also have access to this part of our company as well. That means whatever you may be able to do to service people, just like Amazon. Amazon may have started with books, but they sell a heck of a lot more than that. They're the biggest retailers of products and services around the world and now have become one of the biggest logistics companies, but they started with books. I'm allowing you to have one set overall business with one ecosystem that gives you multiple verticals and even an educational platform and artificial intelligence to actually to help you benefit from being able to be empowered and grow your own money in addition to being able to have a vehicle that gives you unlimited earning potential. And so what does it take to get started? It's very simple here, and I'm going to close out my screen from this as well if I can. If I hit the right button, that's good. So what happens is this. We're showing you how you can participate in something and help grow and empower yourself. This is, we have, as I was mentioning before, several of us have been able to experience what's going on right now. And they told me, they said, this is one thing I tell you, Mr. Haynes, one of the educators, and they told me some people who were fortunate enough to participate in this. They said, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, once we open your eyes to what we're going to open to your eyes with our educational platform, you can't see it. You can't unsee it. Because it's so funny to me that when I now go back and look at something that looked, like I said, something that was foreign, I can go back and look at a chart in this short period of time, and I now see when the banks and institutions and the hedge funds fund people are in the institution, and what should I do? Because you need to trade like them and not trade like a retailer. Retailers get their money taken. But when you look at institutions, they're there to take the money. And I'm going to show you how to move and think. We're going to show you how to move and think like institutions with one of the best platforms that's out there today, wrapped in one big, pretty company of iBoomerang. And so that's what I wanted to share with you all here to get started. So I'm going to call out some things here instead of going back through the slides to get started. A person could get involved in our company right now today for as little as $49.95. That gives you the wholesale access to our company. And you're going to get access to offer the products and services that we have to your customers. Your customers make products, make the purchase. You actually earn the difference between the retail and the wholesale of the product. We're even going to throw in a customer version of the travel site so you can get some discounts if you choose to use your travel division yourself. The next thing that happens is we have a compensation plan that's in place. So whether you want to just offer the product yourself and make money, that's one thing. But if you choose to share this with other people around the globe, we have a compensation structure that will allow you to bring on other individuals, and the company will pay you a commission based on a compensation plan that we have that pays pretty handsomely here in our company. With that said, you can also choose to get an upgraded tier of a product. One of them is called a coach class product. The coach is $199 plus your $50 wholesale kit. So about $250, I'm calling that right, to do that, to get that product pack. And now it gives you the ability to earn in the compensation plan. In the wholesale portion, you can't earn from building up a team if you choose to. You can only earn from your own efforts and your customers. You can't earn anything from the team that you grow, and you can't earn anything from their customers. So at that point, you are in business there, and you now can begin to earn in what we call a two-team system that you can earn up to 20% override on your entire team, starting at the first pack of the coach pack. The next upgraded pack is what we call a business class pack. It's $500 one time, plus your $50 wholesale kit. Everybody gets started there. It gives you access to all of the products and services I'm talking about right now. And you can participate in different ones that we have. And at this point now, you get more money starting out, percentage of earning that you can do in the comp plan. This one also gives you the benefits of earning, or to be able to utilize the travel portal as well down the line, and you get different discount and access to more of the services that we have from a wholesale standpoint. You still have access to Build Genius. You still have access to the ride share. You can now get the Zents at wholesale. All of that is part of your ecosystem. And then last but not least is what we call our first class pack. The first class pack is very simple. It's $1,000 one time to get yourself positioned there. And now you're able to get yourself into the system, okay? And you can build with the highest level of getting started in our company, and I better say this right. With the compensation plan at the coach level, you get 10% of the overall volume starting out. With the compensation of the business class pack, you get 12% override on the team that happens outside of your customers. That's full money that you earn from your customers. But outside of that, you get 12% override on the compensation plan. And then on your first class pack, you now start off beginning with 15% override of the volume that the team generate outside of anything that you do personally. So those are additional incomes. What you do on trading and earning on trading, that's your full compensation. That's your money. That's your money. You trade it, you learn it. That's your money. It has nothing to do with the extra income that's available for you in our system. So those really four ways: the wholesale 49, the coach pack at 250, the business class at 500, the 1,000 pack, the first class, gives you the highest level of benefits and the highest level of compensation that you can get started with. And that's what we put together here in our company. And so we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to do what's right. We're going to continue to offer an opportunity for people to be able to grow their income and not have to be all over the place in terms of starting this company, that company. We have one umbrella. We have one ecosystem that's feeding everything. And here's the end part of what I'm going to say. All of those services allow you to attract the right customers. They allow you to empower people and all the things that you do. But those customers go into a database. We now are putting what we call our data analytics system together to be able to watch and see what our customers are looking for. And that's why we have other companies that want to have access to that database. As I mentioned, over 1 million customers that we have in our database right now. Those are your customers. If you put any customers in, you're on here now, you know those are your customers for life. If you're brand new, you're getting ready to get started and participate in our company, whatever customer base you build, that's your customer base. But our company, the PRIA, will go to work for you. What we're going to do now is, outside of what you offer in-house and can earn from unlimitedly, on an unlimited basis, with the PRIA, the company now will do just something similar. I don't know if you've ever been on Instagram or Facebook and you happen to notice that you were looking for shoes or you were looking for something, and all of a sudden it showed up on whatever you were looking for online. That's data analytics. And so they're able to see what it is that you're looking for and cater things to you. Our PRIA would do the same thing for your customer base. And so what happens is, without you knowing it, we're going to have our own customer service division to actually go in and be able to service those customers outside of what we're offering. You don't have to do any other work outside of that with your customers. And every time a new sale comes in from the things that they're looking for, the company will handle those transactions. And the only thing you deal with is the money. You grow the customer base, and we're going to grow the spending habits of those customers. And that now can multiply your income in and of itself outside of the things that we're doing to empower you. And that's what I wanted to share with you all here on this quick call, if you will, that we had. And I'm going to go on and wrap it up for now. Hopefully what I'm saying is makes sense to you. It's already making big dollars for many. We would love for you to have a great experience with us. We already know our business model work. The thing about it is we're looking for the right people to partner with to help us spread this around the globe so we can continue on the mission that we set out to do, to make this the next $1 billion opportunity for people to be able to participate in. So with that, I'll turn it over to Ms. LaTanya Johnson, and I appreciate her having me on as one of the executives of the company to explain a little bit of what's going on, but get back with the person who invited you to this call. Get yourself in the system. Let's put a game plan together and show you how to participate from what I know. The industries that I talked about, I know are major industries in and of itself. But now we're getting ready to show you how to participate without having to guess in what it is that we're doing. And that's power. Knowledge alone is not power, but the proper application of the knowledge that you get is what's power. And I'm going to show you how to properly execute a plan with what we're about to do to go out there and make history together. So, Ms. Johnson, thank you for having me on your call. Happy Sunday to everybody. And I'm going out here. We got the educators in town. They're doing videos, and they're all excited about training you all up on the things here. So I'm going to go and invest some more time with them. But get ready for ELLEV8, because we're about to elevate your lives with our entire company, not just with that vertical. That is going to do its thing on its own, but our entire platform will elevate your life. So thanks a lot for having me.
Thank you so much, Mr. Haynes. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule and spending it with us this afternoon. Just impactful and powerful. We just appreciate everything you've done. And I look forward to the future because, you know, like you said, what I've seen, I can't unsee. I've been doing some research and it's just blowing my mind. So thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you.
All right. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys at the top.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Guests, I thank you guys for joining us this evening. We appreciate you taking time out of your schedule as well. Please, the person that invited you to this call will be getting back with you just to answer questions and make sure that you have clarity on what has taken place today, the information that was sent forth by Mr. Haynes. But we definitely appreciate you guys taking time out of your Sunday evenings and being with us this afternoon. So with much love, we love you guys. We say boom, we say zins, and have a great evening. That's our love to you guys. Have a great night, and we hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.